Hi, this is Saskia from Paper and Journaling, and thanks for watching. And today we're going to create a nice envelope. I didn't decorate the back because I normally glue them in something. And it has one big pocket. The biggest is of course the envelope by itself, and a small pocket and two over here, but that's officially one big pocket as well, but you can glue it together if you want to. And oh, you can't see it. Yeah, well, you saw it a bit. And it has a small window. Doesn't have to, because this one I created didn't have a window. I tried one with a window as well. This one has two, but you immediately see the problem with two windows because it's very, very difficult to get them at the same height. So I'm going to create it just with one. This is also something different in the envelopes. The blue one has bigger front and smaller. You can see a little bit smaller of the envelope. And it just depends what you like. I shall show you in the video how you can see the differences. What you need is this one, I don't know how it's called, but and the scissors. Some glue is the best, and of course 4 different kinds of papers. Well, I use 4 different kinds. You don't have to, of course. There is also a possibility that this one and this one will be the same. That's also very nice. But I use 4 different papers. Of course, you need an envelope. Best way is with this kind of opening. And then you need a window envelope. For the window, a hole, I don't know how it's called, but then you can make a hole in it. Of course, some ink, a pencil, and a sharp knife. And the ruler. And the first time we're going to do is just take a little piece off, so that the flap is gone. And this is the problem I have for weeks. I need to put in a new knife, but yeah, well, I didn't. That was immediately the only thing you need to do. And then when you're inked it, I like it to ink it. You have to ink a lot of the envelope on top, because it's very ugly, especially with the pocket that is going on the envelope. I think it's ugly when you watch inside and you immediately see the envelope. So my paper is a little bit small, but it is still possible to get it in the flaps. And you don't have to fill it in. Well, you glue it a little bit in the envelope, and make this one a little bit smaller as well. And a friend said to me, "What are you going to do with all those things, with all those envelopes?" And honestly to say, well, mostly I use them in. Oh, that was my telephone ringing. But I just like it to do, and mostly I use them for in pen pal letters, and it's just nice to do and to create something. And it's like your grandma knitting scarves, and you had 15 scarves, and it's hot weather and you never use them. It's just fun for doing it. And this is the paper. You cut it in half, and then you immediately have extra for the other half paper, and you put it on top and the other side as well in the cutting line. And the paper is yet that paper from how much is it? It's 6 by 6 6 by 6 inches, and in centimeters it's how much is it in centimeters? I'm trying to get it. It's 15 by 15 centimeters. But it depends, of course, on your envelope as well. Just check a little bit how big or small your envelope is. But this one works for me. It's an ordinary, what is it called? A5 envelope. And now this is always the tricky part, because most times I'm always glued. And last time I used blue paper, blue inked for a creation with blue, and all my fingers were really blue as well. So that was I couldn't get it off with soap. That was. Well, that was not very clever of me, but okay. I like to work with my hands. It's also in the garden. I can't use gloves. It's not the right feeling for me. And if you glue this one on, don't glue the top. I did that also. Then you don't have a pocket, of course. And so now you have 2 pockets. And for that reason, you have to ink a little bit below that second pocket. That then it's a little bit nicer. And now I'm going to show first check how you want your papers on your envelope. And I will show you. This is one is with the smaller. The bigger on the top and the smaller envelope you see. And oh, that wasn't right. And now I'm going to show you how the difference is done. If you want a bigger part on top, then you put the paper in a corner, and then you slide with your envelope till where you want it. And please check if your envelope is straight, it has a nice line, and use the lines that are on your cutting board. And then you can see how much you want. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. But now this is the way you can play with it if you want it bigger on the front of the envelope. So I can't come out of my own words. And I prefer the other one. And for that reason, you have to put the envelope in a corner, and the top paper is going just a little bit. You can make it like this, a bit lower, but if you want it. I like it like this, and you use the next. In the left, you can see that the top of the paper is going in one corner, and you just turn it around to make a nice line with a pencil. It's a little bit playing. It looks maybe harder than it is, but it's just playing and. Try to get your own creation. Oh, look, there is a little bubble of my finger because the pencil got around my finger. But it's just playing, and it depends what you like, but it's not so difficult. And of course, inked it, and then we can glue it together, and then it's already halfway. And if you fail, don't worry, you have the other side of the paper as well, so you can create a new one. And I like to use those glues that immediately the other glue, or how it's called. It's they immediately, they are very strong. But yeah, well, I'm out of it, and the shop didn't have it either. So and they didn't. You know, I asked them when is the new glue coming? Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, I don't like answers like we don't know. It can be tonight. It can be in 3 weeks. Yeah, well, that's possible. So I use at this moment ordinary paper glue. It works just as well, but I prefer the one that immediately that's everything sticks together. I forgot to cut this off. And now the other part, and that's the same thing, of course. You put this one in the corner. Now you put the right one in a corner. That's the corner, and the paper in that corner on top where I put my middle finger on. And then you can turn it around and draw the lines. And the only tricky part over here is the because we going to make I'm going to create a window in it. Look where the window needs to be, and it's just a bit guess. It's just it's not higher science, but I put it over here. I hope always it's right. I don't think about it too much, because then I'm going doubting myself. So, and then we all going to ink it. I just said I said before that your grandma was knitting scarves and you don't use scarves. I still got a thing for my bed. I don't know how, a bed cover from my grandma. She knitted that. I can remember that. Yes, and I can remember that my mother also knitted something, and she knitted. What did she knit for me? A sweater, a whole sweater, and I never wore it. Oh, that's so awful. I didn't like it. It was when I saw it, I liked it, but when I put it on, the wool was itching, and yeah, that kind of things happen. You know, you have something so nice and then you don't wear it. And I also needed to knit myself, and for school I needed to knit a bear. Well, I couldn't do that. My mother got an 8 for it, or a B. So I didn't do a thing. Well, that was it. This is the creation. I hope you liked it, and see you next time. Bye bye.